Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, it's Cynicalex. And today I want to talk about the Deadpool pre-release event quest, the confirmation via this silhouette that we now are for sure getting Cynicalex and possibly as a free-to-play character, which is pretty awesome, and then some other things as well. So first, we are getting this event quest token. We've seen this before. I think this first started way back in the X-Men pre-event update, which is more than a year ago now, and we've got Deadpool in the corner there making his presence known, and we've got this mysterious Neo looking guy with dual pistols. If you watched yesterday's video, if you're a big fan of X-Force, you know that's Phantom X, so it 100% corroborates all of the teaser information we got from yesterday. Perhaps Netmarble was worried that we wouldn't understand their clues well enough from just the EVA. But anywho, we're also getting this event quest, which is pretty straightforward. You just do these 8 or so quests per day. You have to complete all 7 of them, not 8, in order to get the tokens. So please don't forget to complete all of them and then collect the tokens, because I wouldn't want you to miss out. 80 tokens per day is a huge amount to miss if you should, skip a day or for some reason. It's running for a total of 7 days. 8 times 7 is 56, so we're getting 560 tokens. We should be also seeing at least one of the characters from the new update as biometric selectors in the event shop. The event shop is not live yet. It will presumably go live when the event comes out, when this update quest is over. So this update quest with the timer in yellow at the top right hand corner there, 6 days, 10 hours, should be your timer for the update. And of course, when that hits 0, you should be at twitch.tv/Cynicalex or twitch.com/Cynicalex, because that's what I'll be streaming the new update with the Deadpool stuff and all the amazing stuff there. But as far as when you'll actually see the event shop pop up, it'll be in the bottom right hand corner. It's blank now. It was here shortly after the reset today, but they've since deleted it or removed it, and it's just a green box that says event shop, but we can't click it yet because it's gone. But in addition to the regular rewards, I'm actually quite surprised. They're giving us 140 Chaos Nornstones over the life of the event quest, which is not a bad number, and the rest of the stuff is pretty useful as well. There could be more of one or more of the other, but still, I'm really impressed with the amount of Nornstones that we're getting. But that is all well and good, but it doesn't really tell us anything new about the update. However, I did want to talk a little bit more about what we can expect or what we might not expect from the update, given the clues that we already have, given previous information, and given some interesting conversations that I happened to have today with some people on my live stream. And it surrounds the idea of an epic quest, because I've made this point a couple of times now for Deadpool, and I think a lot of you guys have echoed my sentiments that we'd really like a Deadpool epic quest. On the other hand, there are certain people that are quite skeptical of Deadpool getting an epic quest because, well, we haven't gotten an epic quest in over a year. As you guys know from earlier in the video, I mentioned the X-Men epic quest is the last one that we got, of course, Doctor Strange being the first, and we got that one back in, I think, late May or early June of 2017, so we're rocking 13 to 14 months later. In addition to that, we've been getting login events, not this one specifically, but we've been getting login events where we get hidden tickets as rewards. And just randomly, they never really give out hidden tickets, so this is unusual, I will say that. And with that information, it's led quite a few people to speculate or to think that we're getting a new special mission quest, and that the kind of Gwenpool striker with the new Avengers is going to repeat itself as Deadpool's kind of X-Force special mission quest, and that the quest pack could be to unlock Strife, or it could be to unlock Deadpool himself, and then someone else would be a striker, and then you'd have a bunch of other characters as, regular unlockable, farmable characters. Now, I can't really dispute the special mission theory. There's also, of course, the camp of people who believe that it will be neither a special mission nor an epic quest mission, which could mean that it's a whole new type of mission or challenge or event altogether, which would be very cool, unless it's the event battle, because we all hate that, because it never comes back again. Looking at you, Luna Snow and X-23. But I do want to discuss in a little bit more depth and more kind of detail the epic quest idea, because there are certain things about this Deadpool update that are shaping up to make it look like it could be an epic quest, but there are also certain things that make it not an epic quest. And I'm going to be comparing it most readily to the X-Men epic quest because this is the most recent one that we have. A couple of reasons right off the bat that I think it could be an epic quest, of course, Andre is excited as well, is basically the fact that Deadpool is a super popular character, and he falls into that category a la Wolverine and a la, to a lesser extent, Doctor Strange. Whereas a lot of these special mission characters are just not as popular. I mean, the Inhumans, don't get me wrong, they're a huge chapter in the Marvel universe, and they've had some really epic events against the X-Men, and against the Black Order even, or against the Avengers. But in terms of overall popularity, especially among casual fans, these ones are just not as popular as your Wolverines and your Doctor Stranges, and more recently your Deadpools. And I think the Rogues Gallery is probably frankly the most popular, based solely on the fact that Spider-Man just carries this franchise so incredibly well. So I think the popularity of Deadpool definitely makes him a very attractive figure for an epic quest. And so Andre's looking for something because he just ran out of the room. I think he's looking for the Deadpool update, guys. But aside from the popularity of the character, it also matters whether the character is obtainable or not. And this is where there's kind of an interesting pro and con to making a Deadpool epic quest. Now, on the one hand, for the Doctor Strange epic quest, it's Doctor Strange's epic quest. Doctor Strange is the main character, and when you start the story, when you begin your quest, way back, I'm talking like almost 2 years ago now, you unlock Doctor Strange, 1 star, and you get to play with him and level him up and build him up. Now, the same goes in the Rise of the X-Men for Wolverine. However, we both know that there's a bigger character in the X-Men epic quest. It's not Magneto, no. It's Jean Grey. Jean Grey is technically the brighter star of the epic quest, because yes, you get Wolverine and he's amazing, but you're ultimately building up Wolverine to rebirth the Phoenix and unlock arguably the best character in the game, Jean Grey. And so, unlike the Doctor Strange epic quest, and possibly unlike a future Deadpool epic quest, this one for the X-Men has 2 main characters. Wolverine is the Act 1 main character, and he kind of leads into the Act 2 main character of Jean Grey, which requires you to Tier 2 Rogue, Cyclops, Storm, of course getting Wolverine to 6 stars, but also Magneto, the kind of villain. And here's where a lot of people have been comparing possibly a Deadpool epic quest with an X-Men epic quest. Strife could very easily be a native Tier 2 or a very powerful 6-star villain a la Magneto. He's got the same kind of, staying power and popularity, and he's quite noticeable in a lot of these teasers. He was basically the first one teased after Deadpool and Domino, so he's going to have a pretty pivotal role in this, and he suits a lot of the same kind of characteristics that Magneto has, and so we could be seeing a new kind of deluxe pack. We could be seeing a new 6,600 crystal pack for Strife to unlock his mission, to unlock his bios, to get some additional farmable materials, possibly Tier 3 materials like Dimension, Dust, Titan component packs, and Crystal or Cosmic Cube fragments. I don't know. I think that would be the best case scenario, and I don't mean to say that I want them to bring out a new deluxe pack. I know they're very expensive and it's hard to save up 6,600 crystals, but there's a lot of kind of similar ingredients. We've got, the characters lining up: Deadpool, Domino, Phantom X, and then we've got, and possibly more X-Force members that I mentioned, and then we've got the villain Strife. But unfortunately, the Deadpool epic quest doesn't really have 2 main characters. Deadpool is far and away the most likely candidate to compare to Wolverine, but there is no Jean Grey. There's no super powerful other character. If we didn't have Cable in the game and he was coming now, it could be Cable and Deadpool. That might make sense for an epic quest a la Jean and Wolverine. But Deadpool and Domino? Does that really make sense? Is someone really going to want to do a Domino epic quest to unlock Deadpool? No, and that brings us back to the question of farmability and availability. Deadpool is such a powerful character right now. He's such a good vehicle for advertising and marketing for Netmarble and for Marvel Future Fight devs that they want players to be able to make a brand new account, of course, start up their Marvel Future Fight career and start their journey, commence their quest as Deadpool, whether it's 1 star, whether it's 6 stars. So we can't have him locked away behind a whole bunch of walls of other tier 2s. That's where there was the justification. Yeah, Jean Grey's stronger than Wolverine, but not as popular. Not as many people are gonna come to play for Jean Grey than they are gonna come to play for Wolverine. Or you could combine Wolverine with Cyclops, Magneto, Storm, and Rogue. Those 5 characters combined outweigh Jean in terms of popularity by a long shot. And so by telling, prospective players, fans of the Marvel Universe, come and play as your favorite X-Men, minus this one, telekinesis lady, and then you can unlock her later. That's a great pitch. Telling a bunch of prospective Deadpool fans, you can play as Deadpool's kind of friends, Domino, Phantom X, Psylocke, etc., and then you can unlock the big guy in red later. That's not really going to fly. So there are certain limitations, it seems, to the Deadpool Epic Quest that may make it more difficult to mold in the same vein as the X-Men Epic Quest. However, it is possible to make it very similar to the Doctor Strange Epic Quest, where there are a few fewer characters, and we have just a singular focus where it's Deadpool. Maybe he's had some sort of accident and he's lost his regenerative healing powers and he's worried he's gonna die, and then you have to use Domino and Phantom X and maybe a couple of villains along the way to help him regain his stature as, the wisecracking merc who never dies. And of course getting him to 6 stars, and that would mean he starts at native tier 2, etc, etc. You could have the memory missions for Domino, Phantom X, and a couple of other yet to be announced characters. Of course, Cable cannot be in any of this content as a farmable character because he's a world boss. And then you could have 1 Dark Dimension type mission that is occupied by Strife, or you could have 2, maybe 1 in the past and 1 in the future, because we know Cable time travels to fight Strife. That would be a really cool thing to do. And then they could also make this kind of unlockable through crystals so that they could make some money back and they could monetize part of the Epic Quest. So you could have the 1 in the past where he fights an easier version of Strife and you get certain items, sorry about that, and then you could have a crystal pay version where you fight a more difficult version of Strife and you can get some more valuable resources for the short term or for the long term, i.e. the tier 3 materials. So those are the thoughts and those are the ideas that I wanted to share with you guys regarding the possibility of a Deadpool Epic Quest. I still think it's in the best interest of the devs as well as the players as well as the fans who haven't even started playing the game yet to make Deadpool an Epic Quest character. He's definitely deserving of that kind of power and that kind of notoriety and attention, but it is also possible, definitely, that he could come in a totally different way, in a much more kind of muted or minimized way, a la Special Mission, or just as a selector character or something like that. I don't think it's necessarily the best idea, but I'm not ruling out the possibility that we won't get an Epic Quest, because I think setting your sights on the best option and then ignoring all other evidence of lesser options leads to disappointment. So we should hope for the best and expect one of a few different options. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my kind of assessment of the Epic Quest formula and how it differs between Doctor Strange and the X-Men, and whether Deadpool can fit perfectly into one model, the other, or some sort of hybrid. Or let me know if you think he's going to be a Special Mission character and I'm totally wrong. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me. Hit the bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.